Yinarai assassini airport in Timaye Mojana Nanum Shegu Edigu on my.
Hi guys, welcome once again to this channel. Yesterday around 2 o'clock at dawn, we broke the news that very popular televangelist Prophet TB Joshua has passed on. We didn't know the cause of death. We didn't know what happened. In fact, we thought the news wasn't real. Even as we told you that a lot of verified accounts and top media firms have confirmed. I told you that someone who claims to be very close to TB Joshua came out to say that it was a false news, and so we were in a way not sure. It was a tentative issue. Right now, we are assured and there is confirmation that indeed TB Joshua is gone, because his official Facebook handle has come out to confirm. His family have come out with a statement to confirm. His church have come out. People he mentored, pastors he mentored have come out to confirm that indeed TB Joshua is gone. I know a lot of people are in a state of denial. A lot of people are asking questions. People will speak. People will say a lot of things. In fact, people who are against Christianity these days are even speaking and sort of making mockery of the death of TB Joshua. And then we'll speak on, these whole issues. We'll read some messages coming through, and then we'll actually talk around the cause of death, because after he died, we are getting to know more information. If today is your first time here, please subscribe. We have a new YouTube channel. The link is in the comment box. Please click and then subscribe. That new channel, what we do there is we post short videos, and so you'd like to subscribe. Okay, so let's move on. Let's go straight into the story. So we are getting to hear that Prophet TB Joshua 2 months ago suffered from stroke. He had an attack, and then he was sent, or they actually flew him out of the country to Turkey for treatment. Some people are saying that he was treated and then he came back. Some people are also saying that after he was treated, he had to go back to Turkey, to check whether still he was fully okay, but he didn't go. A lot of stories, a lot of people are reporting, but we can confirm that indeed he went to Turkey for a treatment of stroke. As to whether it was a stroke that killed him or not, we can't say. But what we can say is that TB Joshua, the very day he died, had a church service. This is coming from confirmation from his official Facebook page. Let me just read that, and then we'll continue with the stories, okay? What people are saying on the death of TB Joshua. So this is a post coming from his official Facebook page, TB Joshua Ministries, and it says, Prophet TB Joshua, June 12, 1963 to June 5th, 2021. And so exactly a week to his birthday, TB Joshua died. It's very sad. It's very sad. We'll tell you about the last preaching he had, what he said, and some people also saying that, well, the man knew he was going to die because of the things he said. Some pastors also, I think last year, gave prophecies like this, and then it's quite interesting. So let's just move into the statement TB Joshua Ministries, a verified account on Facebook, posted. So this is what they said. Surely the sovereign Lord does nothing without revealing his plan to his servants, the prophets. Amos 3:7. And so if you've been following TB Joshua for a very long time, you know that this particular quotation is a quotation his church loves very, 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 very well. Okay, so because he's a prophet, he sees things, he tells people things, hidden things about their lives, and then what's not. They use this quotation a lot, that God will not do anything without revealing it to his servant or his prophet. And so they started with this quotation, and they continued by saying, On Saturday, 5th June 2021, Prophet TB Joshua spoke during the Emmanuel TV Partners meeting. Time for everything. Time to come here to pray. Time to come here for prayer, and time to return home after the service. Listen to what the statement is saying. TB Joshua spoke on the topic, time for everything. Time to come here for prayer, and time to return home after the service. Listen very well. It could be a coded message in this topic. Just on the face of it, just on the face value, you'd say that, well, TB Joshua was talking about the people who came to church and then returning home after church. Okay? But if you want to dive deeper into it, it could also mean, it's a very ambiguous statement, very ambiguous topic. It could also mean that, well, TB Joshua knew this, and so he was in a way preparing his congregation that there is a time to pray, and after prayer, there's a time to return home. As Christians, we believe that heaven is our home. And so, for a topic like this, very, very ambiguous topic like this, it depends on how you want to see it. Let's continue. It says, God has taken his servant, Prophet TB Joshua, home, as it should be by divine will. His last moments on earth were spent in the service of God. This is what he was born for, lived for, and died for. His last moments on earth. And so there are details as to how he died in this particular statement. And it's saying that his last moments on earth were spent in the service of God. It tells you that, well, he died in his church, or he died doing God's work. Okay? This is what I understand from this statement. It also reads, as Prophet TB Joshua says, the greatest way to use life is to spend it on something that will outlive it. Prophet TB Joshua leaves a legacy of service and sacrifice to God's kingdom that is living for generations yet unborn. The Synagogue Church of All Nations and Emmanuel TV family appreciate your love, prayers, and concern at this time, and request a time of privacy for the family. Here are Prophet TB Joshua's last words: watch and pray. Okay, so this is what they are saying, that Prophet TB Joshua told them that watch and pray. And so what we are hearing is, after this service, he, I think, went to his office. I mean, just on the church compound, somewhere around the church compound, and people went there and they met that he passed on. And the message went around. People were saying TB Joshua is dead. And so close family sources were leaking the information to people, and then that was how we got to know that Prophet TB Joshua is no more. This is a statement from his official Facebook account, probably being managed by the church or people who are very close to him. And this statement gives a lot of details out. As I told you, it tells you that indeed he died in service. He either died at church or he died whilst working for God. It tells you the topic he spoke on after he went. Now, there are videos also circulating where Prophet TB Joshua was telling people that it will not be easy for him to celebrate his birthday on 12th June. And so a lot of people are bringing that video out and saying that, well, this man was saying something, was giving out a coded information. He was saying that it will not be easy for him to celebrate his 12th birthday. That means maybe he knew he was going to die before his birthday on 12th June. Okay? So a lot of people are also saying that, well, I think it was supposed to be his 58th birthday. I think so. It was supposed to be his 58th birthday. And so a lot of people are saying that, well, it's as if this man knew. And from the statement, as I told you, from the statement the account is given on Facebook, clearly, it should tell you that, well, they are in a way also telling people that the man sort of knew, or God sort of revealed to the man Okay. And there's another part of the statement I need you guys to pay attention to, where it said, God has taken his servant prophet TB Joshua home as it should be by divine will. As it should be by divine will. Okay. And so that's what is coming through. I am a Ghanaian. Prophet TB Joshua has had an impact on modern day Christians. When I was very young, he was the first prophet I was watching on TV. He was the first prophet who made me believe in the miraculous powers of God. He was the first prophet who made me see that, well, there is someone God is using to cast out demons, to cast out evil spirits. And so, if for nothing at all, I know that Prophet TB Joshua worked well, diligently. If for nothing at all, you should one day listen to, I remember I used to visit a friend, and then his father was always listening to Prophet TB Joshua. You go to their home, and then their TV station is always on Emmanuel TV. And they are always listening. It's a 24-hour thing. And it's always on Prophet TB Joshua. If he's speaking, he's teaching, the sober manner with which he preaches, it makes you grasp everything he's talking about. And so he has had an effect on a lot of Christians, especially Ghanaians. I remember in I think 2010, there was a major flood in Ashaiman in Ghana, one of the very populated or highly populated communities in Ghana, Ashaiman. There was a major flood there. And then a lot of people lost everything. A lot of people lost their livelihoods, their homes, everything in their home. They lost everything, okay, because they had to leave their homes. Everything was washed away by the flood. TB Joshua's church came in. They gave people shelter. They provided for people. They gave people money. They gave people food. And so, if for nothing at all, those people, yesterday I saw them, they were talking about TB Joshua. They were saying that some of them are not Christians, but for this good thing TB Joshua did for them, they know TB Joshua is in heaven. And so it goes back to the statement this Facebook page is saying, that TB Joshua always talked about living a life or doing things that will outlive your life. And that particular act he did, or a lot of things he did, will actually outlive him. There are a lot of pastors we talk about today because they did things which outlived their lives. And I think TB Joshua is also on that particular level. And so may his soul rest in peace. We are waiting for the police reports. But since the family are saying that, they need their privacy, I don't know whether we'll get to know we'll get to, know the reports, medical reports, and then autopsy reports, and then get to know what actually killed him. But that's the story coming through. It could be the stroke. From the church, they are saying it's by divine will. That means God himself decided to call him. And take it this way, a lot of people in Nigeria are complaining, okay? They are saying, Charlie, these days, the things going on in Nigeria, it's not too pleasant. We are in Ghana, and we get to hear of these things. Maybe God is just calling TB Joshua that, TB Joshua, you've done your bit. Please come out. Nigeria, the way they are doing, come home. And so God has just called him on. That's just on the lighter side. But yes, may his soul rest in peace.